Hello, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Ansu, and I don't really do horror because I'm such a chicken. I have some thrillers or mysteries that I've been into lately, and I wanted to share some of those with you. Technically, this is perfect for the Halloween day, but I'm going to extend this for the rest of November as the fall period, just have a little shock to your senses. So here are my recommendations, and if you have any more suggestions of books that are very similar to this, I would love to know because I have been really enjoying thrillers lately. The first one I want to go through is Behind Closed Doors by B.A. Paris. This one, I'm going to say, is not going to be the perfect thriller for every single person, but this is one of the first thrillers that I personally ever read, and it just blew my mind. This is my entry ticket into the thriller genre, if you will. It is a domestic thriller. There's some twists and turns of this couple who seem very perfect, right? They seem to have such a lovely family life. They have friends coming over, and it's such a sweet little story until you find out the things that are happening behind closed doors. There are bars on a certain window in the house, and we wonder why. And it is such an intense story. It is so intriguing. It leaves you on your toes, and I absolutely devoured this book. This was my first thriller, like I said, but it was also my first B.A. Paris book, and this author became one of my favorites very quickly. I have read, I think, everything this author has put out, and I've really enjoyed almost every single book this author has put out, but also nothing has hit as much as this one. This was just like so good for me. I absolutely loved it. I would highly recommend that one. The next one I wanted to kind of go through was The Housemaid by Freida McFadden. This one, I'm sure you've all heard about it. This is a very popular book. I'm pretty sure this is also my first Freida McFadden, and I've been very quickly obsessed with this author. I've been trying to read her backlist as well. I've read a lot of them. She does have kind of like a recipe to her books. It is really fun. But this one follows around a housemaid. Millie, our main character, she is kind of out on the streets. She's living in her car, and she does not have any kind of luck. For some reason, it seems like she had a prison situation going on in her life. She does not have another job because once you do a background check, obviously she was gone to prison. She's not going to get any jobs. That's when she finds the Winchesters. She meets up with Nina, who seems like such a lovely lady. They're super uber rich, and Millie gets hired, and she finally gets to this job, and lo and behold, Nina is super messy. She makes like a crazy mess in the kitchen, and she's like, "What the fuck are you doing, Millie? Get everything cleaned up very quickly. What is wrong with you? You are the worst maid." And things like that, right? It was really tough for Millie to get through, and we can really see the things that are happening, and Nina seems just very unhinged. Obviously, Millie has to deal with this whole situation, and on the flip side, we have Andrew Winchester, who is Nina's husband. He seems to be very kind, and it's such a contrast between Nina and Andrew. Nina, who used to be super nice, suddenly became really mean, and we wonder how Andrew is dealing with Nina, because this is just like ridiculous. Now Nina does not even care about her pristine white dresses. She looks like a mess, and Millie is just confused. She's kind of taking over this house, and we see things going from there, and this is honestly such a fun thriller. There are 3 books in the series. Personally, I've read the first 2, and this first one is definitely my favorite. I don't think it needed any other books, but this is so good. I really enjoyed this, and I would highly recommend you guys to pick this up during this fall time. Next up, I want to talk about None of This Is True by Jewell. This one is a mystery thriller of sorts, and I really like this. I know some people didn't really vibe with this, but there is this particular way that this book is written that I really enjoyed. So we have Alex Summer, who is like this podcaster, and she's super famous. And we also have Josie Fair, who's just this random woman. Alex and Josie, by chance, meet at a restaurant, and they're both celebrating their 45th birthday. It's in widely different ways that they're celebrating. Alex is having this fancy party, and Josie is just having a very sad, mellow night with her husband. Alex's podcast kind of consists of women who are very empowered, and they got out of like tough situations, and it's just talking about all of that stuff. So Josie gets this grand plan to approach Alex and say, like, you know what? I'm going to get myself out of a tough situation, and you're going to make a podcast with me. And they go through this whole process. It is really unhinged, certainly. There's like this podcast element in here as well, where they're like recording each other, and trying to figure out like what happened. There's some disappearances that occur later on in the book, and it's honestly so fun. It keeps you on your toes, and I really enjoyed this. This is like a very different and fun take that I thoroughly enjoyed, and would highly recommend this one. It's a good time, so I will really say this is a good one. Next up, Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. This is also kind of a popular one, I think. So we have this workaholic guy, Adam. He has face blindness, so he can't really recognize his own wife, and Amelia is really sick of feeling unseen. Adam and Amelia win a weekend away to Scotland into this like really large house, like a mansion of sorts. They're trying to go there and fix their strained marriage, and once they get there, things are not as it seems. One of them is lying, and somebody actually does not want them to live happily ever after. That's just the gist of it, and honestly, it is so cool. I've never really seen anything that has like face blindness. I've never thought that was a thing. Really intriguing, honestly. I'm sure that people have an issue like this in real life, and it is super intriguing to me. I thought this was a really fun concept, and I really enjoyed this one. There's 10 years of marriage with 10 years of secrets, and oh man, it is so fun. I really enjoyed this one, so highly recommend. Next, I want to talk about A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Black. No. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. This one is also a TV show now, and oh my goodness, I really like this one. This is a young adult mystery thriller. I don't really read a lot of young adult anymore, but mystery really hits different, and I've really enjoyed it. So it's not too gory or anything like that. So what happened is there's this girl who went missing. There was this girl named Andy Bell in her school who went missing. The prime suspect for this murder was her boyfriend, Sal Singh. He later ended up killing himself. So Pip, our main character, has this school project that she decides to investigate what actually happened to Andy Bell and who really killed her, because she truly does not believe it was Sal who killed Andy, because they seem to be so in love, and she's seen that herself. So just to go ahead and believe that the brown guy killed his girlfriend, she truly does not believe it. She starts to investigate into this murder, and she works with Sal's younger brother after a certain point, and it is such a sweet friendship, and her learning about a lot of things and digging up the past, things that she should really not be digging up, and trying to figure out who the real killer was, the mysteries behind that, the secrets that her friends, her best friend's sister, all of the friends that Sal had in the past, all of these things just kind of come together, and we really see it through Pip's lenses trying to investigate. She's a good detective, and you can really see that. I've read the whole series, I've really enjoyed it, but this one was just really good. And I've also watched the TV show. It was just like a really nice refresher of the books as well, and I really enjoyed it. I would highly recommend this and the TV show, honestly. I thought it was really fun, so if you're into a murder mystery, I think this would be really good for you, and it was really good. Now, if you're not into like the serious, dark murder mysteries or thrillers, I think we can flip into like the more cozy-ish thriller mysteries, and one of them is Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone by Benjamin Stevenson. I chanced upon this book because I got this as an early copy from HarperCollins, and honestly, I really enjoyed it. I really like the writing style in this book, and I know that is not something that some people would enjoy, but this really is about this man whose family members has killed someone at some point in time, at least to his knowledge, and he's really explaining that. He comes in as an author talking to you, the reader, and I really enjoy that concept. It doesn't come in a lot of books, but I love that. Absolutely. I have read like 2 or 3 books where the author speaks to you, the reader, specifically, and I just eat it up. I absolutely love books like that, and this is one of them. So we have Ernest Young. Wait, no. Did I make that name up? His name was Ernest, right? Ernest Cunningham. Not Young. Ernest Cunningham, he actually witnessed his brother kind of murdering someone, or like hiding a murder or something like that. And he comes clean to the police, and his brother ends up going to jail. Obviously, his entire family is like, family comes first. How dare you actually snitch on your brother? That is crazy. You are the worst. And they kind of alienated him completely. They go on this like ski resort type of place, and once they're there, all his family obviously absolutely hates him, and the brother who was in jail is finally released, and he's also coming to the ski resort to have like a good family Christmas or something together. Not Christmas, just spend time together, I guess. It's in winter, that's why I just assumed it was Christmas. Ernest is terrified because he thinks that his brother is going to kill him, and he's just waiting on that completely throughout the entire book. He's like, my brother's going to kill me. And you can really see how terrified he is. Throughout the book, he really says, like, this is the truth of the matter in the way that I know it or that I remember, and it goes from there. There's another book that came out in this series. It's a trilogy, I think, and I wasn't the biggest fan of the second book, but this one really hit it for me and I really enjoyed it. It's just like a silly little fun thriller that I really, really liked. The next one is Every Time I Go on Vacation, Someone Dies by Catherine Mack. This one is also an early e-copy that I got from NetGalley that I really, really enjoyed. This follows around this woman who is a thriller author, or like a murder mystery author, I guess, and she wrote this book kind of based loosely of a person that she knows in real life. And suddenly he was like, you know what, I need all the royalties that you get because you use my name. He's been getting some part of everything that she's been earning, and this is like a huge series. It's over like 10 book series or something like that. It's crazy. They end up going to like Paris for like a writer's trip or something like that, or for this book tour or something like that. But once you go there, people are dropping dead and we're trying to figure out like what's going on. It seems like there is a threat to this character who the book was based off of, and obviously the main suspect would suddenly turn into our main character. You just really see this character in more depth and why she had to go for this blackmail. Honestly, this is not as serious as the other ones, but it was a good time. You could really feel like this is more of a movie-esque thing, which might not really happen in real life, but the other ones, like the first few books, most definitely the creepiness can be there. That can actually happen. Take with it what you will. It's more of like a cozy little thriller mystery, and I really did enjoy it. The last one I want to talk about is Dial A for Aunties by Jessie Q. Sutanto. If you're looking for a cozy thriller mystery, this is it. Absolutely love this one. This is, I think, one of my favorite books almost ever, really. This is such a fun book. We have our main character, Madeline Chan. Yes, her name is Madeline. Or Medi. I think she accidentally kills someone. I kind of forgot. But it's like an accidental murder, and she has to like cover up that murder. And she's part of a Chinese Indonesian family, and these aunties are essentially trying to like help her cover up this murder. So her mom and I think 2 aunts or something like that. They have 3 different generations and 4 aunties actually. My bad. But they end up actually taking this body accidentally to this huge wedding that they're catering for, and there's like 2,000 plus people. They have to hide this body, and it's just like a whole mission. It is hilarious. And once Medi gets to the wedding, she realizes, was it her crush? Like this guy that she knows is actually there, and he's super cute. She kind of falls for him, but obviously she has a dead body very close to her, and she's trying to keep it away from, you know, prying eyes and everything. So it is intense, and honestly such a fun book. If you're looking for a super chill mystery, this is it. You will really enjoy this, so highly recommend this one as well. Alright, those are all the books that I would recommend you guys to read in the fall time, and some of the creepy ones that you would potentially want to read on Halloween day, and I just thought I would share it with you all. If you have read any of these books, let me know what you thought about them. If you have anything similar to these books, do let a girl know, because I'm always looking for more recommendations and never reading them. That's just how I roll. Once again, my name is Ansu. If you have any more recommendations for me, let me know down below, but I'll see you guys next time. Bye.